This is my review of the Vizio M70Q7-J03 70-inch television. This is a smart 4K HDR television featuring incredibly thin bezels and very high quality construction. This is the third Vizio television that I've had. I've been very happy with the brand. I did have an issue, another Vizio television, a 4K 65-incher, which its power supply died. I actually featured I made a video about replacing it on this channel. I'll put a link of that if you want to see it. Overall, I've been very happy with the brand. We really use that TV a lot, and it took a long time, and this area suffers from a lot of power failures, so it might have not helped, even though we did have it always plugged into a surge protector. This TV, another bonus for a lot of people would be it has AirPlay. It features AirPlay 2 and Chromecast built in if you like to just cast things from your phone or from your tablet, then this TV works great with that. This TV also features Vizio's Watch Free Plus program, which is a free streaming television channels that stream over the internet, and it just aggregates them all into a nice guide format, which allows you to just access them really easily. It's a pretty nice little feature. So this TV features a HDMI 2.1, so you're future-proof in that regard. Even though it features HDMI 2.1, 2.1 was meant more for like 8K, watching 8K content or 120 hertz content, neither of which this television can do, but it does allow this television to take advantage of things like eARC, which is Enhanced Audio Return Channel, which means you can just you can connect just a one HDMI cable from your television to your soundbar or receiver and send high quality audio that way without having to send an extra cable, which is pretty cool. So I should mention that this TV ranges, this is the 70-inch model, but it ranges from sizes from 50 to 75 inches. The smaller the size, you're going to get less local dimming zones. This TV features 30. I believe the 75-incher features 32. It wouldn't make an appreciable difference in local dimming. As far as for the aesthetics and setting up, I think this television's killer feature is this is literally the I guess narrowest 70-inch TV on the market that I could find. This TV has a width of 61.1 inches. That was pretty much the main reason why I chose this television. I did also wanted a good HDR experience, but I really did want to fit the biggest television that I could. And the fact that these bezels are so small allowed me to do that here. It really is constructed really well. The back of it is metal. You can hear that there. I would say it's way above average as far as build quality, this television. Legs, I like that they're narrow. They give you the option of using a TV stand that's narrow. If you do want to put it on a stand, you can have have the TV be slightly bigger than you can have the TV be slightly bigger than your TV stand, which is cool. A lot of times, there was a fad, and it's still out there that they were putting the TV feed at the very edges of the television, pretty much eliminating the chances for you to put your TV on a lot of stands. Let's say you have a 50-inch stand here, it's not going to fit. This is a 60-inch stand. So if you had a TV with stands at the corners, you're out of luck. You're going to have to put it on the wall or buy a bigger TV stand. Another good thing to note about these feet is that they can be raised, I believe another 2 inches to make it tall enough that you can clear a decent sized sound bar. Vizio has solid processing, and it upscales content from 1080p and below to 4K effortlessly and with minimal artifacting. I honestly think it's very solid. And it has solid HDR to boot. This TV, probably in vivid mode, will hit about 700 nits of peak brightness, which is about mid-range, and it's about enough brightness to give you a solid HDR experience. Most Vizios accept Dolby Vision, but this is no exception. As you can see, this is presented in Dolby Vision right now. I kept my camera, I'm shooting it in HDR, and I'm going to color grade it as best I can to try to make these colors pop as much as possible. As you can see, it's very, 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 very nice color. As far as HDR, this TV features Dolby Vision, HDR10, HDR10 Plus, and Hybrid Log Gamma, or HLG. HLG was the standard that was chosen to be used in over-the-air television signals, so that's pretty cool that it supports it. But yeah, Vizio is known to support most of all the big HDR formats. Format war is still ongoing. Personally, I don't think HDR is I'm not going to call it a gimmick or anything. I get more impact from a larger screen any day than just seeing portions of the screen be brighter. I do like the fact that, you know, newer video or 4K Blu-rays, they have a wider color gamut. I do think that it does bring a little more richness to the picture, to the table, which I do enjoy. I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy a nice, you know, flicker of light in HDR. It is cool. It catches my eye there, and it does give you a little more realism in the picture. But I don't think it's the be all end all of you know, televisions. You know, it's a much better gimmick than curved screens. I'll tell you that. So I wanted to come in a little closer to show you that the HD, it does give you a nifty little gives you the Dolby Vision symbol, letting you know, confirming that you have fully achieved and unlocked Dolby Vision. This shows you the info from my Denon receiver. You can see that I'm getting Dolby Atmos there from Netflix. Again, this is going to give you the picture quality, getting Dolby Vision in RGB 8-bit quality. So again, Dolby Atmos up there. So I'm getting confirmation from the TV and confirmation from the Denon that it is getting a Dolby Vision signal. Here you're getting confirmation of HDR10+. I'm going to double confirm it on the receiver as well. So I'm getting Dolby Atmos and True HD and HDR10+ down there at 10-bit. And here you're getting the HDR10 symbol up there from the receiver, getting Dolby Atmos True HD, and again 4K HDR10 at 10-bit. As far as the color, the richness of the television is really good. This is my first quantum dot panel for television, and I really can tell the difference. When I turned it on, I was like, wow, everything looks richer. The skin tone's more natural. There's just more pop to each color, I guess, because according to Vizio, this TV supports over 1 billion colors, which is I can really see it on the screen. It lacks 120 hertz refresh rate, so it may not be the best gaming option. This TV, however, supports VRR, which is variable refresh rate, which is another killer feature for gaming. And it also supports auto low latency mode. It switches the television to game mode to have faster response times automatically without you having to change it every time you want to play a game. So the contrast ratio on this television is pretty solid. I think I saw somewhere I can confirm it with my eyes, but I do see a lot of contrast. It's hovering in excess of 6,000 to 1, which is really good for a non-OLED panel. It does have local dimming, only has 30 zones with an active full array backlight. Then about 30 zones is what you're gonna get. That's basically the ballpark. A lot of other brands, be it Samsung, Sony, they're not gonna give you, Sony, LG, they're just gonna give you edge-lit televisions. This is a full blacklight television at this price point. You're going to have to go into other brands like TCL or Hisense to get probably more zones, which in a lot of cases might be a better value if you're interested in like higher contrast. But Vizio, I think, knocked it out of the park with the pictures, with the out-of-the-box pictures with this television. I really think especially in calibrated mode, I really think it's a winner. So getting a look at the picture quality, as you can see, it says that I'm playing something in Dolby Vision right now through Netflix, through the television. It's telling me that it's Dolby Vision. I like the calibrated still the most by far. When it's in Dolby Vision, I guess it shuts off the ambient light sensor, but when it's not, you can use that. I basically left this stuff alone. I think it looks good right out of the box. I didn't really mess with it. In advanced picture settings, I think it looks fine with low edge enhancement. That looked okay to me. So this active full array, Vizio, like by default, had that it set to medium, and I think it looked good that way. So I'm gonna keep messing around with it. Motion control, I left clear action off. That I hate. This is like the soap opera effect. You're not gonna want that. And reduce noise off. And gamma, I left 2.1. In film mode, I think I'm okay with that. I just left it on. I think it looks fine that way. And I didn't even mess with calibrating color or anything like that. But really good TV, really good out of the box color. Good job, Vizio. The sound quality from the speakers are, it's pretty standard for a flat screen television. I wouldn't say it wowed me. It did get pretty loud, and that's, you know, I did find it adequate as far as volume. Like any other flat screen TV, it's lacking in bass. So if you want to get a better home theater experience, you're going to have to get a sound bar. Even one without a sub would be a lot better than the built-in speaker. So I just wanted to point out that in order to get eARC to work successfully on your TV, you're going to have to. I had it set up. I hit TV auto. You can have Virtual X. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters for. I think Virtual X is more for use when you're using the actual built-in TV speakers, but I just put it on. I didn't notice any difference with it in on or off. And I left eARC on. I left digital audio out on auto. You think you'd be done, but you have to go into system and enable CEC. If you don't enable CEC, this won't work. So just remember, enable CEC. As for the native smart apps on the television, I thought they were good and responsive, no lag as far as I could tell. I don't know if that's going to get worse over time when, you know, the software becomes a little more demanding on the television. But for now, everything works great. I have no complaints whatsoever on the smart platform. Vizio, I wouldn't say has the best smart interface, but it's not bad. It's better than others. This kind of gives you an example of how smooth Netflix works. You know, loads up the previews really quickly and instantly. I mean, it's basically like a Fire Stick as far as speed, or I wouldn't say it's close to an Apple TV. It works with Dolby Vision. I can confirm that I'm getting Dolby Vision and Disney Plus as well. Can't say I haven't been able to see that Atmos is working though. This is basically what the Watch Free app looks like. Yeah, I mean, it just basically aggregates everything by category. So it's actually a pretty good interface. You can scroll through it pretty easily. You know, check out some different news stations. I mean, they have TV as well. I guess you can go to the left here and select movies and TVs, and takes you right there. I mean, it's free, and if you want to cancel your cable subscription, I think it's a solid option. You know, you're not going to get the most up-to-date content, but for being free, you can't complain. I mean, for a lot of people, this might be just enough television, and it's absolutely 100% included and free. So overall, I'm going to say that this television is a really good buy. I bought this television for $750 right before Black Friday. I believe that's the lowest it's ever been. I'm monitoring, I'm hoping for a price reduction, because I'm really close to that price match, you know, grace period, you should say. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy this television. I think it's a solid value, gives you good HDR. It's just enough HDR to make it give you a meaningful impact in your viewing experience. It's got great format support with Dolby Vision and HDR10. Vizio's always been about you know, lots of features, good value for the money. But honestly, I think they really have a winner on this line here. I think it kind of strikes a really good balance between features and solid HDR and accessibility as far as your pocketbook or your wallet. So if this is your first time watching my channel, welcome, it's good to have you. If you like content like this, I regularly review televisions, home theater equipment, speakers. I even dabble in some gaming as well. So please like and subscribe if you can. If you have any questions about the television, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll answer them as best as I can. And I'll see you in the next one.